Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Pokemon Stadium revisits. And for those of you wondering why SlimKirby is here and not Pokemon Trainer Rob, the explanation is really quite simple. Because I'm not using my Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Gold teams, SlimKirby just makes more sense for these videos. So that is the reason, that is why I didn't announce myself as Pokemon Trainer Rob earlier. Definitely not because I forgot or anything like that. No, definitely not. That's definitely the reason. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue on. We have actually only 4 more cups to clear. We have the remaining 2 from the Petit Cup, and then we also have the Petit and Prime Cup. Or not Petit and Prime Cup, the Petit and Pika Cup. We've already done all the Prime Cup stuff already. And very quickly, I am going to be doing the Petit Cup today, as I said last weekend, so I'm going to be focusing on the rule sets for this in just a minute. But as far as the capture device is concerned, in the first 4 videos, I had a lot of issues with the footage kind of skipping around during certain transitions. I figured out it's because of the nature of the way this game was programmed. It kind of changes like video quality dimensions in between some of those transitions, and because of the way the Elgato capture card works, there is no way I can actually prevent that from happening. And I also pulled out my old Dazzle video recorder, but unfortunately that doesn't work anymore. It's honestly met its end as well, so I'm gonna have to do the videos in this fashion, but I know how to kind of play the transitions to my favor, so I think I can make it work. So I hope you guys don't get too bothered by that, but there's not much I can do about that. It's just the way that this capture device works, unfortunately. So yeah, let's go ahead and get things started with the Petit Cup. So let's go ahead and look at the rule set first before we begin. So here are the Petit Cup rules. We have blue panels, qualifying Pokemon. Only 45 Pokemon can be used in this particular cup, and those Pokemon are all first form evolutions, so we'll never see evolution Pokemon in this tournament. It'll only be like Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, any first forms, they will all be used in this particular cup, so we're not going to see any evolved forms. You enter with 6 Pokemon, you choose 3 out of 6 Pokemon just like the other 2. The level cap is level 25 to 30, and the maximum 3 Pokemon level cannot exceed 80, so once again, you can't use 3 level 30s in one battle. You have to kind of mix and match if you do choose a level 30. Max height is... This is a weird requirement, but this is basically how it picks the first forms. Basically... in a way, it's like, yeah, this is the height. So max height, 6 feet, 8 inches, and then max weight, 44 pounds. A better way to say that is just the first forms for all evolutionary families. And then I think a few other, like, one-off families also count. So we won't be seeing Pokemon like Kangaskhan or Chansey in this cup either. Unevolved Pokemon only. No 2 Pokemon asleep or frozen. Mew cannot attend. Get a continue for a perfect match, and no self-destruct move with last Pokemon. So that's basically what we got here. Also, yeah, Snorlax, another Pokemon that we will not be seeing for this cup either, so just if that wasn't clear. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the rentals we have here, and you can see from the get-go, yeah, like this is literally what we're working with here. So not a lot of Pokemon to choose from, but honestly, I think this will also make selecting Pokemon a lot faster, but I'm still going to go ahead and cut footage out here, so I'll see you guys when I have my team selected, so be right back. Okay, I think I have my team here, so I have Ghastly, Horsey, Dratini, Sandshrew, and Charmander, and I'm also going to be adding Voltorb to the list as well. From what I've seen, a lot of people suggest, and then also just in my own observations, I feel like the first 3 I chose, I think those Pokemon are going to be very, very vital in getting through this. Ghastly has a lot of different special moves. Horsey has Ice Beam, which will come in handy against any Dragon types, and is also just another very good Pokemon for this fight. And of course, Dratini, a Dragon Pokemon by itself, also has a good variety of moves, and has a small bit of tankiness to it, at least for a level 25 first form anyway. Then I also rounded it out with Sandshrew, Charmander, and Voltorb, just to give 3 other types that didn't have as much coverage. I feel like there's going to be a lot of bug and grass types because of how many there are. So I figured like Charmander would be good for that. Sandshrew is a pretty good physical attacker, I imagine, and then Voltorb I kind of have for speed, and then also to help kind of combat all the water types we'll be dealing with. So yeah, that's pretty much what I chose this team, and yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so on Bug Boy's team, we have Caterpie, Weedle, Paris, Oddish, Bellsprout, and Execute. This definitely says Charmander all over it. Let's be real here. Also, just look at some of my other types here. I'll go ahead and bring Dratini, because Dratini also has fire. I think that's really about it. I guess I could bring just Ghastly, just because Ghastly should be able to resist a lot of this anyway. Yeah, I'll bring Ghastly. I think that sounds like a good idea. So yeah, got my team here. Let's go ahead and get this battle started.
Pokemon Tournament Petit Cup, the tournament for unevolved Pokemon. Let's see how much fight the cutest Pokemon can put up.
So like I said, yeah, we're dealing with a lot of very weak Pokemon in this particular cup. So weak that moves like Fire Blast and all of those like really high damage, kind of not as accurate moves, they're going to be extremely lethal, especially if they have a type advantage against the Pokemon we're battling against. So even though I missed this Fire Blast, I feel like if I try again and I hit it, this Bellsprout is pretty much going to go down in one shot. Because you gotta keep in mind that Fire Blast does a lot of damage. It does more damage than HP that Bellsprout has. Oh, it didn't kill it?
Still improving its state.
I guess he did use Growth, but no Growth. Oh no, Growth improves special. So in that case, it would be that as well. So that does make sense. He used Growth twice, so naturally, yeah, he had a little extra special to work with. But yeah, when you consider the fact that it's a grass type, Fire Blast is going to do double the damage because of the type effectiveness. And then the fact that it has low HP. A lot of these one-hit moves, or not these one-hit moves, but a lot of these moves are going to pretty much kill the Pokemon in one hit. Assuming there aren't any like status increases or stuff like that anyway. That's kind of the logic I'm using anyway. Obviously, there will be some unknowns that may always come about. And for those, we just kind of have to deal with them as we go throughout this tournament anyway. So I don't think it'll be a big deal. But yeah, also while I was picking my team, there were a lot more Pokemon not available for this tournament than I kind of gave credit for initially. Because yeah, there's a lot of first forms that are still not involved in the cup, even if they are the first forms, because like I didn't find Ponyta, I didn't find not Rapidash, I don't know why I said Rapidash there, but yeah, I didn't find Ponyta, I didn't find Drowsy, I didn't find Grimer, so there are a lot of Pokemon that have some weight and height to them, to the point where that yeah, they're not going to be able to be chosen in these cups. And I kind of just didn't take that into consideration when I was picking my teams. And then when I looked for certain Pokemon, I'm like, oh wait, I can't actually use them because they don't meet the requirements. So yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon you can't use for this cup. A lot more than you would initially think. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, so next up we have Lad. Lad has a Pidgey, a Rattata, a Ditto, a Bulbasaur, an Ekans, and a Zubats. Interesting choices here. A little more variety in this particular team, so that is something we'll have to deal with. It's looking like Sandshrew could actually be a good choice for this battle, because there are a couple of flying types. Bulbasaur would really be his only problem and trouble spot, at least as of right now anyway. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick Sandshrew for the first. I'll bring Charmander. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me check Dratini again. I'll bring Dratini instead of Charmander. And as far as anything else, again, because I'm not super familiar with these movesets, if that wasn't obvious. I guess I'll bring Voltorb then.
Set to speed. Begin round 2.
Okay, so he goes with the Ditto to start. That does not surprise me. Should I go with Rock Slide or Dig? Because if I use Dig, he's not going to be able to get the Transform off on me. And it will be super effective. Although I feel like... Well, no, I don't think it'll be super effective, but it'll do like quite a bit of damage because I am a ground type. But Rock Slide also kind of has some merits too, because I think Rock is strong against normal types by itself anyway, but... I think I'm going to go with Dig.
They're staring each other down.
The one problem is if Ditto's faster than me, which it is not, so that's good. Should not have a problem then. Oh! Okay, I guess he can still use Transform even when I'm underground. That's interesting. Honestly, was not expecting that, and he is going to resist that, unfortunately. He's going for Poison Sting, though. I'm not sure if I like that idea. I should be able to move faster than though, so I might want to go with Slash here. Slash does have that critical potential. Which, there we go. Exactly what I was kind of hoping for, so... The Ditto is done. Done like Ditto, you could say. And next up we have Bulbasaur. I was kind of expecting that.
The Pokemon are entirely different.
It's one of those scenarios where I feel like he was looking at my team. He saw that Bulbasaur, or that Sandshrew, and he's like, probably should bring Bulbasaur just in case, and that was a good move on his behalf. I have to give him credit for that. But I'll just bring out Dratini and see what I can do with this. Oh, he's going to use the Leech Seed on me.
There, it's a hit. How will Pokemon
he has little clovers on his face. That's kind of cute. Okay, we'll just use Fire Blast. Now, there is a possibility this probably won't kill him just because, or maybe it will. Okay. Well, he didn't have growth, or if he had growth, he didn't use it, so I guess that does kind of make sense. How that was able to kill him so easily.
Oh, it's Pidgey!
And final member, we have Pidgey.
The remaining Pokemon
this is not going to take a genius because Dratini also has Thunder.
Here it comes.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I feel like Petit Cup is probably the easiest of the 4 cups. I mean, Pokeball and Prime Cup, or Poke Cup and Prime Cup, Pokeball. Not that hard either, to be honest, but... You know what, I'm going to get the Thunder Wave off first. It's probably going to be a while before I get this hit. So I was like, better use this first. And I'll switch out if I need to. Because I do have Voltorb. But yeah, the Pokeball Cups for both Prime Cup and Poke Cup are also very easy. But I feel like this is also like ridiculously easy to... And there goes the Pidgey. That did not take too long. And that's good, because I was Sand Attack, so I had a chance to miss very easily. There we go, we get another perfect, too. So let's go ahead and move on to the next trainer. Okay, so what do we got this time? We have a Geodude, we have a Ghastly, and we have a Voltorb alongside a Shelter, Coughing, and Execute. Huh, another variety of types here. Gotta admit, definitely picking some good ones. I have to give him credit for that. Unfortunately, I don't have any Psychic types, so Ghastly is going to be a little protected. And yeah, I really don't have a lot to deal with poisons as of right now. It is looking like Sandshrew could be of help. Not as much as the previous fight, though. I could go ahead and bring my Ghastly, just to have that alongside me. Also, look, the Coughing and the Execute are at level 30, so we're not going to see both of those in the same battle, I feel like. No, because it's 80, and yeah, we're not going to see both of those. We're only going to see probably one of those. Charmander, I can probably see value in bringing him. Even Horsey doesn't look that great, because there are 2 types against Horsey that we might have to deal with. Maybe Dratini again. Damn, I have to give him credit. He's really putting me in a bit of a tough spot right now. So I need to pick someone who's like going to be all-purpose, and I feel like Ghastly might be that one. He does have Mega Drain, he has Thunder, he has Nightshade if he ever needs to use it and do a 25 fixed damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring Ghastly, and then I'll also bring Dratini for the Potenge, and then I'll also bring... You know what, I'll bring Sandshrew. It'll be kind of risky, but we'll see what happens.
We're into round 3.
Okay, so we have double Ghastly fights. It looks like my Ghast is better than his, which is good. I think I'm going to confuse him.
Flash up confused ray. It's confused.
Now watch, he's probably going to do the same thing to me. Oh, he's using... Okay, good, he hit himself.
It attacked itself.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting
Our
yourself.
works are flying in this battle.
Okay, I'll go and use Thunder then. Because Mega Drain's not going to do anything since he is part poison. I feel like Thunder is the better call here. I do paralyze him though. He gets out of the confusion, but he is paralyzed, so he's not going to be able to do anything. And I'll just use a Nightshade to finish him off, because that's what Nightshade does. So in this particular playthrough, Nightshade is always going to do 25 damage. And in a mode like this, where, you know, because of the low level and the fact that these are first forms, moves like that honestly aren't too bad, because there will come a time where they will only have like a very low amount of HP, and then you can have a surefire kill on them with that, so that is actually kind of a good thing to have at your disposal. Let's go ahead and confuse Coughing now. This is the level 30 he decided to bring with him.
What's this? It's confused. Uh-oh, it's confused.
Take that, Coughing. I think I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same move. Just Confusion followed by Thunder. Also, Ghastly is pretty freaking huge. You always think Ghastly is going to be like really small because like it's just a small ball of gas, but no, it's like it's a big ball of gas. That's actually what it is. Heck, I feel like Ghastly's technically even bigger than Haunter and Gengar. Well, at least in terms, like, if you count the gas as part of his model as well. If you just count the little ball, then yeah, Haunter and Gengar are bigger, but still.
There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon.
Okay, so what do we got now? We have Shelter. I think I should just go for the Thunder. I don't have to worry about confusion here. So if I get the Thunder off, it's dead. Pretty sure it's dead anyway. Yep.
Wow.
Okay, another sweep. All three of these have been sweeps so far, right? No, I did have to switch in the second battle. That's right. Still though. Getting those continues. Didn't take any damage in this fight, which is kind of cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, we have a sailor fight. We have Crablore, Sealore, Magilore, Choplore, Goldore, and Spearlore. I feel like it should be Spearlore, but whatever. So yeah, mostly water types. Really, Machop is the only not water type. So I'm going to go with Voltorb, I'm going to bring Ghastly, and... I mean, really, I can take out the Machop with anybody that has Stain potential anyway. But yeah, I'll pick Voltorb first.
The crowd's excitement is building. This is round 4.
I guess to be fair, Spearow is an electric type, not a water type. But still, what I was getting at there is that Thunder will kick its butt.
Here it comes! Thunder! Oops,
Aw, damn it.
That's a miss.
You know, I had a feeling. Oh, come on! And of course, he gets the hit. It's not going to do much, but still.
Fireworks are flying in this
Of course. Frickin' mirror move, and he gets the hit. That's just so unfair, game. But again, that's the risk you take with moves like these.
Miss the target. What's
Ooh,
this?
Fury Attack. Oh, okay, cool, he missed.
Attack missed. The
Fury
crowd
Attack,
is
I think, does have
building
some
over
kind
this
of value
one.
in battles like these, where you have low HP.
There it goes.
Or moves like that that hit multiple times. Oh my god, that's 3 Thunders in a row I've missed.
What's
But yeah, like, if you get a crit,
that? Yeah, it's a hit.
and you get a couple of those moves in,
The heated battle rages on.
your Pokemon could be in trouble. Okay. 4th time's the charm? Okay, good. I was gonna say, that was getting kind of ridiculous, game.
It's a one-hit wonder.
Maybe just a little bit.
Which Pokemon is coming out?
Okay, next up we have Crabalore.
The Pokemon are
Good old
entirely
Crabalore.
different types.
Okay, let's not have the same pattern with Thunder this time.
Savage attack.
Okay, good.
Looks like a bad Pokemon choice.
Yeah, this is pretty much how this fight's gonna go.
Wow, that didn't take much. There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon. Oh, it's Magikarp.
Why would you bring a Magikarp?
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1.
I'm sorry, this trainer did not deserve to win.
There it goes.
And he had the option of bringing a Machop. He brings Magikarp.
Wow, taken down with one hit.
Yeah, he deserved to lose. I'm sorry, he deserved to lose. Freaking moron.